Alrighty. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What's up? Peter Gilmore here on a gorgeous, beautiful Saturday afternoon, almost Saturday evening almost, here in the Northeast or wherever you may be. But thank you all for watching right here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter fucking Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are down there in my pants, in the description box below. As always, find me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the goddamn motherfucking internet, and don't forget to tap and slap that bell, turn on all notifications so you never ever ever miss an upload. And that's all I gotta say about that. So, it is what it is. So, do it now, motherfuckers! Do it now! It's WrestleMania, so you need to subscribe. And, that's all I gotta say about that. And, well, I don't have to, I don't really have to tell you, but my good buddy Prince Idol is at WrestleMania. And, hopefully you can get those signs on TV to subscribe to myself and Tony from Revere. Hopefully those signs can get on television a lot, but we'll see what happens with that. But from what Lauren told me, the Prince is at WrestleMania right now. He said he was making signs for me and Tony so people can subscribe to our channels. Hopefully we can get a big boost in subscribers this weekend for night 1 and 2, and hopefully maybe for the Raw after WrestleMania. But it is what it is. So that's all, pretty much all I gotta say about that. So that's it. So thank you all for watching on this beautiful Saturday late Saturday afternoon, early Saturday evening, here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel. I am your host, Peter Gilmore, as I said that before. The leader of the prophecy, as given to me by my demon assassin, my demon bride, two-time Impact Women's Tag Team Champion, along with our good friend Jessica Havoc. So the prophecy got some belts back. We really wish we got the Impact Knockouts title back, but, you know, or the tag team titles, but, you know, we'll get there eventually. But congratulations to my demon assassin on winning some more gold back, if you know what I mean. So that's good. So the prophecy's back on top, where it always has been. Balls on top, just remember. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. And that's that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this like I said, Saturday. Hope you're having a great day. WrestleMania is here. WrestleMania night 1, and about to. I think. Well, I don't know if they're doing a countdown at 6 o'clock, or they're doing something between 6 and 8 on the YouTube channel or the Facebook channel or whatever they're doing on Peacock. I think they're doing something on the USA Network. I think tonight. I think at 7. Not that I'm gonna watch that, but I think for night 1 and night 2 they're gonna do like a pre-show on the USA Network, I think, and on Peacock. But so you know, we got that. So yeah, so WrestleMania is about to start in about, well, the official show 2 hours from now. Not looking forward to it that much, but we shall see what happens with all of that. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do a night 1 review, or I'm just going to not, well, after I watch WrestleMania, I'll probably go to bed. I might go to bed early because this WrestleMania, this fucking card for night 1 sucks. The only thing I'm actually looking forward to is Seth Rollins' opponent tonight, which could be anybody and their mother. Tonight could be Cody, but you never know, because there's a lot of rumors saying he was backing out, but then again, it could be a swerve. It could be Elias. Some people saying Elias. Some people saying maybe Bray Wyatt. You never know with that, but I doubt that. It could be Titus O'Neil. It could. What I'm thinking is it's gonna be Shane McMahon, because that was originally the idea for WrestleMania. So they might go with the original idea, and Cody Rhodes might appear on Raw. But then again, he could appear tonight. I don't know. Then again, the late breaking update is that the Undertaker. Remember what he said last night? Never say never. Big tease. So, but I don't think the Undertaker's gonna show up tonight to face Seth Rollins and just squash him like 5 minutes. And if it is the Undertaker, why would you have? And if that's not the main event match, we all know the main event thing is Austin and Kevin Owens probably going on last. I would assume, because if they put Ronda and Charlotte last after that segment, everybody's going home. So it is what I would think that the Seth Rollins hey, where'd everybody go? Everybody left the venue? Assholes. You got 3 people and all of them left. Well, fuck you. Get back here. Because I said so. I'm your tribal god, and I summon all you back to my lair. Or whatever. But anyway. So we got all the, we got all that, and a whole box of chocolate. Or whatever. But yeah. It could be The Undertaker tonight. I doubt it, but if it is The Undertaker, then you have to put him near the end of the show. Because if you put him at the beginning of the show, then that's kind of a slap in the face to a fucking Hall of Famer who gave probably one of the greatest Hall of Fame speeches in Hall of Fame WWE history. That fucking thing made me cry. I mean, a lot. It was so fucking deep, man. Because Mark Calloway didn't really speak as The Undertaker. He spoke as Mark Calloway, or the American Badass version of The Undertaker, which was basically Mark Calloway himself. That's all he was portraying, basically, so. But man, it was fucking deep. It was, tear-jerking at times. Talking about his wife. Michelle McCool. They just had another baby boy. I didn't even know Michelle McCool was even pregnant back then. And he's talking about his new son Colt with a K. Cutie patootie. So congratulations to Taker and Michelle McCool on the birth of their new baby. I don't know how old he is, but I didn't even know that Michelle McCool was even pregnant. So Taker's been doing something right. He is the GOAT, so 54, 55 years old. Can still get it done, if you know what I mean. But it is what it is. But yeah, that whole Hall of Fame speech just got to me and made me kind of realize that about my life and everything, because I'm 45. I'm getting near Taker's age, basically. And I've done things in my life that I regret on this godforsaken website and off this website, and I just have to now reevaluate my life and figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do for the next chapter of my life, maybe halfway point of my life. I'm basically at the halfway point, so I'm kind of in midlife crisis right now because I'm 45, because that's about to hit. 45 is usually when you hit your midlife crisis, so I'm kind of evaluating my life and what I'm going to do in my future. I always, Taker did say, if you want your dreams, fight for your dreams and everything. And, my dream, was always to be on the radio and do stuff in communications. I have a fucking bachelor's degree in communications and shit. So, it may happen that I get on the radio or get on Sirius XM radio or something like that. Or maybe work in wrestling, because wrestling was one of my passions, besides music, of course. So, I kind of got in the door, a little bit in the door with wrestling, with Joe Maximo training me and everything. And, I talk about wrestling on here, but, I'm not getting paid for it, obviously. But, I would love to work with, Tony Khan or in AEW or Ring of Honor, or maybe work in Japan. Because Japan, #1, forever! So, I could work for Impact, but, I'd rather work, if I had a dream, I would work for Tony Khan in AEW or Ring of Honor. In some capacity, as a play-by-play guy, or a backstage interviewer, or, guy setting up the ring. Maybe, I don't really want to do catering, but, just doing something in wrestling. Maybe be a manager to somebody. I really don't want to get my butt kicked that much, but, I'll sacrifice myself for the team. I just get worried I'll hurt myself really bad, and I'm like, I'm out of a job, But, but it is what it is. I would love to work for Tony Khan. That's all I gotta say about that. That's my dream. And my other dream is, well, it kind of came true, is to be on stage with one of my favorite bands, if it's not Ozzy, But that I already achieved that goal, and that was in 2015 with In This Moment. 2.2 million hits, by the way, and counting. Getting close to 2.3. But I already achieved my goal with that. Going on stage with my favorite band. Hopefully it happens again, but who knows? I could get lucky again. Who knows? But I'm just happy the way. I'm kind of happy with the goals I have achieved, but I have so much more to give and so much things I want to do. Pretty soon I'm gonna be moving out of this godforsaken state of New York, and I'm moving to Florida and hopefully spending the rest of my life with the missus, of course, and our grandson, who's gonna be big and strong and big, and gonna be a man. Gotta have a beard. Well, not probably when I'm dead, but well, when me and Mr. Mrs. are dead, but he's only 5 now, so got a long way to go to get a beard, But yeah, so cutie patootie. He's gonna be graduating daycare in June, so we're gonna be going to. Like I said, I'm going on vacation starting in June, so I won't be on this godforsaken website so much. Mostly in the summertime. Because I'll be going to Florida, I'll be going to Atlantic City, I might be going to Pennsylvania, I might go to Texas, I might go to Mexico, I might go to England, I don't know. But, the world tour, the Gilmore World Tour is going to start in June, so. This is the stuff I was drinking last night, it made me kind of bleh, but I ate too much, that's why I was so fucked up last night. But thankfully, I ate earlier today while I was watching NXT. So I'm still digesting my lunch. So I'm gonna probably when WrestleMania starts, probably around 8-9 o'clock. I have some extra food in the fridge from last night. So I'm gonna finish that off, and then worry about what I'm gonna eat tomorrow for lunch. And then WrestleMania, I may get something. I may order something. I may not, because I got a couple bills to pay on Tuesday, so I have enough money to pay for them, so I want to keep enough money in the bank so I don't have to go over and everything. But it is what it is, and I'm supposed to have my anniversary with Rosa on Wednesday. We had plans, and now we had to change them because Rosa had to rush down to Baltimore yesterday, and it wasn't an April Fool's joke. I wish it was, but she had to go down there because, she had to see her mom was not doing so well, so I don't know when she's coming back, which sucks, but I'm still working, I have to work because I couldn't get any time off, so I gotta go back to work on Monday morning, and, make the money that you wish you fucking had, and, I was supposed to go out on Wednesday. Not going out Wednesday, obviously. Well, besides shopping, of course. And that's it. So I'm gonna probably have another chill week by myself. And then next Sunday, Palm Sunday, I'm gonna be hanging out with my parents. So for the day, watch the Met game, of course, and have a nice sensible dinner with my parents, and then come home and just get ready for the next week. Get ready for Easter week. Good Friday coming up, and Easter Saturday and Sunday. So Easter I will probably be with my parents as well. So and that's pretty much it for that. So hopefully the missus will be back by Easter. If not, I would probably say by May sometime, but I don't know. Hopefully it won't last too long, but things can happen. I was like, oh, I'm only going for about a week, and it turns into 2 weeks, turns into 3 weeks, then a month, then 2 months, and then you never know, it's 6 months. And then I'm like, I'm alone for 6 months. Party time! No. Get the Goyles to come over, and I'm not getting any loving, so call a few girls over and say, hey, suck my dick, But it is what it is. All right, let's move on. Basically, talk to myself. It fluctuates between one and everything. I guess everybody's getting ready for WrestleMania. They don't want to hear me talk. It's all right. Because Prince is gone, and I think Savannah's at WrestleMania. I don't know where Nick is, and Lauren was on the Demon Diva Issa's little live stream live from the parking lot at AT&T Stadium. She's about to go in and watch WrestleMania and have a good time. Maybe do another live show inside the stadium, but we'll see what happens with that. But like I said, I want to do this review now, and then maybe later after WrestleMania I'll do Ring of Honor, and then tomorrow I'm not doing any videos. Maybe I'll do a quickie stream tomorrow on my Shadows Lair video, which will be Shadows Lair number 3, because I'll do 2 tonight and then 3 tomorrow. I'll just do a quickie stream, probably like around, I would say about, the Met game's on tomorrow, so probably about 3, maybe 4 o'clock. We'll just shoot the shit, talk a little bit about night 1, and then get ready for night 2, and then after night 2 ends, on this channel, we'll have your full WrestleMania review. And that's pretty much it. And that's it. Alright, so, we got one comment in the chat so far. It's from Lauren, my tribal queen of the chat. And she says, hey, yo, Happy Mania Day, me crew. Well, it's just me and you. Well, it was me and you. It was basically nobody else watching, but it's fine. I personally don't care. I don't care. I don't care if it's trolls watching. I don't give 2 shits. Because all you trolls can suck my dick and get sent to the Shadow Realm. Or you will burn in hell. Because all you haters, that's what you need to do. You need to burn in hell. Especially you, Romy. But, I digress. That's it. Alright. So the chat room is wide open like Rebby Sky's legs. And, that's pretty much it for that. Alright, so I'm not going to be on too long because WrestleMania is about to start in about an hour and a half, so I'm not going to go too long. I'm already at 19 minutes, so probably go, I don't know how far we go. Maybe go at least another half hour to an hour. And we'll see what happens with that. If we get nobody in the chat besides Lauren, then hopefully later tonight we will hopefully get more people later. I know it's going to be late. Probably 11, maybe 12 o'clock. We'll actually go live with Ring of Honor, your Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor review, which won't go long either. Because I know everybody else is going to be doing night 1 reactions and reviews later. So it's a big weekend. So I know the competition is just fierce, and all the other good shit. And that's it. Alright, let me just do something real quick. I'll be right back. If I can. Okay. Alright, we're back. I just had to do something on my phone. So it is what it is. Alright, so like I said, the chat room's wide open. Hopefully get more people here. But I know it's WrestleMania. Everybody's getting ready for WrestleMania, doing their pre-show stuff and just random shit. And that's pretty much it for that. And that's it. So, like I said, let me go back to I want to go quickly back to the Undertaker stuff because I was talking about it and I kind of went off a little bit on it. But yeah, Taker's fucking speech opened my eyes and kind of, like I said, makes me want to reevaluate my life because I'm at 45 now. Getting close to 45 and a half, but, I've been with the missus for 14 goddamn years and we've had ups and downs. A lot of ups and downs lately. The last couple of years have been up and down with, losing my brother from another mother. Her mom now not so good health right now. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Hopefully some good things. So, she can see her and then hopefully she come back to me and then hopefully nothing happens at the rest of the year with her mom. But her mom, not in good health right now. Not good spirits right now for me and the missus right now. And, lately I've kind of went off my rocker, if you will. And I've said things, hurtful things to certain people like Jordan and Brandon Martin and Leon and Nick and Lauren especially, So I kind of been a bad boy, but... So, and I apologize a few times. Okay. So so I apologized to Jordan and, everybody for the last couple weeks, for what, some of the remarks I made, to certain people, to them, and, certain people that they're friends with, but, I already said to Romy that he can drop dead and burn in hell, but I'm gonna stand by that, and I'm not gonna be sorry for that, because you mess with you say you want to say all your shit to me and say hurtful things about my wife and everything, then you're gonna get the same fucking shit, and karma will come back to you, not even tenfold, a million times fold. So it is what it is. As all you other haters, I'm not going to name names, but, all you guys can go to hell, too. Because, you don't matter to me. I'm just going to do my videos the best I can and hopefully get a ton of subscribers out of it. But, it's just, it's just me and the prophecy right now, and I'm happy. I changed my TC Reborn channel to the Shadows Lair because I needed a change. And, well, with that, and, I'm trying to change with my life and everything, because, I feel like my condition is kind of getting worse. When it was getting better, now it's getting a little bit worse, So I had to change things around with my medication and everything, and, so that's been changed around, but, my anger issues, have been, out of control, and, like I said, I said really hurtful things to Jordan and Brandon, especially Jordan and Brandon. I shouldn't have said what I said, and they did what they did on their shows, like banned me, semi-suspended, permanent banned me from their panels and everything. So I'm gonna take the medicine, and I'm gonna take the punishment. I don't like it, but I can't control it, and I apologize to Jordan and Brandon, and hopefully in the next couple months they can kind of reconsider the ban, and I'll get the Nick treatment, come back in like 2-3 months, but we'll see what happens with that. But I am in the process of possibly going through some anger management, so I want to try to calm myself down and not get so angry all the time. Not not regarding this website, because I really don't give two shits what people think of me and how they judge me for what I say, even if it's a joke. Sometimes maybe a bad joke, or, you know, they took it the wrong way, because that's what happens on here on YouTube. Things get taken out of context. Then my name gets driven through the mud. But other than that, you know, I'm just gonna try, you know, and maybe either go to anger management classes or talk to an anger management counselor, you know, try to start the road to getting much more better and less angry, especially with, you know, who and other people, you know. But, you know, that's life. So it's like Taker says, you know, perception is reality, you know, and be content. And I forgot the third one he said, but I think it was respect everyone you meet, something like that. I think it was like one of them. I mean, I'm always respectful of certain people, everybody I try to meet, but, you know, some certain people just rub me the wrong way, and I really can't respect you as I should, you know, especially Romy, because I try to respect him, and, you know, he bashed one of my best friends, Nick. So what did I do? I stood up for Nick, and now I'm getting a shitstorm because of what I said to Romy, you know, wishing he got AIDS and everything. But he's still a piece of shit. And he will be a piece of shit until the day he fucking dies. So, it is what it is. And if you don't like what I say, then get the fuck off my channel. Unfriend me, unfollow me on social media. Block me on here, block me on social media. I really don't give shit. Because I have my true friends like Lauren and Nick and Prince and Savannah and everybody else. Even on my Facebook page, my Twitter and Instagram. You know, it's fine if you block me. It's fine if you know, you want to ban me from your panel and your chat. I personally don't give two shits. You can ban me from there. I still, if you don't block me permanently from your channel, I can still leave comments and everything, so you can't really get rid of me, so. But it is what it is. But I'm going to, you know, try to, in the next couple months, I'm going to try to change things around with my channels and just my overall reputation and everything like that. So, but it's a slow process. So, you know, I know the prophecy will give me my space and give me time to get over all this shit. You know, like I said, I might take some time off just to kind of deal with all this anger management shit and just my depression and my condition and everything. So, we'll see what happens with that. But to anybody I did offend, like Brandon, Jordan, Eric Lima, Nick, Lauren, Prince, anybody else, Leon, Double Z, Chase, I just want to say I apologize. From the bottom of my heart. I know people will think that, you know, every time I apologize, I go back on my word and everything. I personally don't care what you motherfuckers think, but, you know, it is what it is. You can do, you have your life, I'll have my life. Okay? You can't respect my life, then I won't respect yours. Simple as that. You can go fuck yourselves if you can't respect my privacy and things that are going on in my life and Rose's life and the prophecy's life and everything like that. So, you want to make fun and you want to keep calling me the P word when there's really no proof and it's been going on for way too long and it needs to fucking stop. Because I'm getting really close to freaking, like, putting the shackles on people and putting them in jail for slander. You know, and if my words get brought up in court, like I was like, oh, you said this and that years ago, you know, death threats and all that shit. I was like, yeah, that's years ago. It's not irrelevant to the case right now. It's irrelevant. The case isn't about what I said like 5-10 years ago. It's now. You call me a pedophile with no proof. You've been saying it for 10 years. There's no valid proof. Because I'm not. So, the whole Britney situation, the whole track queen situation is done, over. Stop talking about it. that so-called thing with that fake fucking faggot kid, fuck him. That's done and irrelevant. I already proved myself that. That's done and out of the way. Okay? But you still want to slander my name, you want to defame my character and everything, then I will have no choice but to possibly press charges on you for defamation of character and slander. And you will go to jail. Not me. You. Because I'm not slandering your character. No, but you're always in our chat, in our comment section, talking shit. That's called defending yourself, dumbass. So, if I say something, this and that, it's like, oh, come down and kick my ass, and it's like, which you're not gonna do. Then I can say whatever the fuck I want. And then you say, like, oh, I'm gonna kick your ass, I'm gonna send you, you're gonna be like your brother and everything like that. That is a death threat. So I have the full physical right to give you a death threat. Turnabout's fair play. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. So I can't really get in trouble for that. I might get a slap on the wrist, but that's it. That's why it's called a free pass. So. But certain people, they don't want to give me free pass. And I personally don't care. If it's ZTB, or it's Romy, or it's Dark Horse, or, Josh, that cuck, but, it is what it is. I don't need a free pass. I don't want free passes from people. I just want to be either left alone or let me do my goddamn thing. My show, not your show. My life, not your life. Okay? Stay out of my life, focus on your life. What's left of it? You might have a worthless life, so... You don't have a job, you just stay home and be on YouTube all day. Because most of you do that. I don't. I have a life, I have a job. Not a full-time job yet, but I'm making pretty good money that you wish you fucking had. I'm married, so you're not. You may have a girlfriend, probably not as hot as Rosa, but, I get more pussy than you, so... And then I'm not bragging. I don't mean to brag about myself so much. So it is what it is. You like my content? Great. Sub to the channel if you're new. If not, get the fuck off my channel. Get the fuck out of my life. And like Shane Douglas says, you can suck my ass. And suck my dick too. Because that's all you do. You love how my dick tastes, so. Because you've been doing it for 13 goddamn years, so. We'll move on from there. Alright, Lauren says Prince is on his way to the arena. So he's at AT&T Stadium. Hopefully he'll show those signs, and they hopefully get, we'll see him at WrestleMania, hopefully, on TV, on Peacock. That's it. Lauren says, also getting ready for Mania. Okay. Yeah, Mania's coming up in about an hour and a half. Hour and a half. I don't think there's a pre-show. And if there is, it's probably just a countdown show where we'll just go over some of the matches and stuff. Maybe go through a little bit of NXT, Stand and Deliver, which happened earlier today. But other than that, there's probably not going to be any, maybe one or two pre-show matches if there is. Oh, there is some pre-show matches? Yeah, Lauren's saying there is pre-show matches. Personally, don't care. Because, Ricochet's not on the show. And, a lot of other people are not on the show. Like the Viking Raiders and, Finn Balor. Oh, the pre-show's on live right now. Well, who cares? Alright, well. Alright, we got a little time. So let me see if, what's going on the WWE YouTube channel. Yeah, they got the kickoff show right now, so I'm gonna go to that. I'm not gonna play the audio, obviously, because I don't want to get caught by copyright with WWE. So, and Vince McMahon. So fuck Vince. I did play some a little bit of from last night's Ring of Honor show. Tony Khan still hasn't called me yet, so out the clear for that for now. So let's see what's going on. All right, I'm putting on the stream right now. All right, so we got Booker T, sucker, and the lovely Caleb Braxton looking hot. Booker T's talking about, I think, the SmackDown Tag Team belts. We got Kevin Patrick, JBL, and that asshole bald fuck himself, Sam Roberts. So yeah, it's just basically a basic countdown show. I could care less about this. Then in the chat they have which team will walk out of WrestleMania as SmackDown Tag Team Champions, either the Usos or Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. So I voted for the Usos, and right now 67% of the chat is picking the Usos to retain. About almost 7,800 votes so far. 67% the Usos, 33% to Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs. So I think the Bloodline will continue to wreak havoc on the WWE. So I think the Usos will retain tonight, and then tomorrow night, Roman Reigns will defeat Brock Lesnar for the unified WWE Universal Championship. That's it. Continue on as champ for going on 600 days and beyond. And it is what it is. All right, now to talk about Seth Rollins and his mystery opponent that Mr. McMahon is supposed to pick. Whoever that is, and well, we still don't know. We won't know until Seth Rollins gets in the goddamn ring. Which I don't know when that's going to be, because I think there's 7 matches on the main card. So I would think it'd be probably between match number 3 and maybe number 5 or maybe number 6. So I think the final match before the Kevin Owens segment might be that, or it might be Charlotte and Ronda. But then we don't know how the card is going to be set up and what match is going first and how long and all that shit. But yeah, I will say this. I'm saying it right now. It's going to be Seth Rollins and Shane McMahon. If there's anybody else besides Shane, it's probably not going to be Cody. Probably not. I highly doubt. I'm probably like 54%, 55% sure it's not going to be Cody. But I'm like 80% sure it's going to be Shane McMahon. Because I don't think it's going to be Bray Wyatt. I don't think it's going to be Elias. I don't think it's going to be The Undertaker. Or anybody else that may come back or may face Seth Rollins. So, you know, might be the Iron Sheik, Baba, you know. Fuck this Seth Rollins, Baba, you know. So, got that. So, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with that. But yeah. So, alright, so they're probably gonna, I think this is gonna be like an hour and a half freaking kickoff show, if you will, that nobody really cares about because everybody's gonna be talking about matches and they're not gonna go inside this. I don't think there's gonna be matches on the pre-show, and there wasn't any announced unless there's gonna be matches announced as of right now, so. So we'll have to see what happens, but there's gonna be a lot of live reactions tonight. I know Jordan's doing one. I think Joe Elite JC is doing one. I might join that one. I know Joe Cronin's doing one, but it's gonna be later in the show, going into his review, and we'll see what happens with that. So it's gonna be a lot of competition tonight, and then afterwards, when the reviews come out for night 1, I mean everybody, and that's it. All right, now they have Seth freaking Rollins with Maria Menounos, and I don't know what the hell he's wearing. It looks like a referee's uniform and pants that got really dirty. He stole it from a homeless guy or something like that. But he's the revolutionary. So they're talking about that. Do I have can I put captions on? Yeah, I can. All right, I'm gonna put the captions on so I can see what's going on. What the fuck Seth Rollins is saying. Yeah, Seth Rollins is saying, like, it could be Stone Cold Steve Austin. It could be even Mr. McMahon himself. I hope not. I don't want to see 76-year-old Vince McMahon with his fucking steroid using, his steroid, his body, full steroids, brother. Come out whapping his own one. Oh, Vince and Kenny McMahon, 76 years old, I can still go. And then Seth Rollins beats the living shit out of him. So, yeah, Lauren just asked, who is the one man that hasn't faced Rollins? Well, Vince. I think Seth Rollins already faced Shane, I believe, once. So why would you do that again? Then the Cody situation comes back in play. So Cody could be it. I think Elias hasn't faced Seth Rollins. I don't think. And well, Bray Wyatt's already faced Seth Rollins. We all remember the Hell in a Cell match like about a couple of years ago. So we'll see what happens. It could be the Fiend, or it could be just Bray Wyatt himself. So, all right. So we're under an hour and 26 minutes away from the start of WrestleMania 38, and yeah. So we're back at the panel and everything, and yeah, they're all the men are in their tuxedos or suits and shit, and Caleb Braxton just looking hot. But that was given, so. And it is what it is. Alright, I'm going to click away from this. I really don't care about that. Alright, so I wasted 42 minutes of your time talking about random stuff. But right now, at about 6:35 in the evening, it's going to be getting dark in about an hour or so from now. So hopefully you got you're setting up for your WrestleMania party. With whatever you're gonna eat. It's gonna be pizza and wings or whatever. I already got a hamburger and fries and chicken. And I got a soda. So I'm set for tonight. Tomorrow I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Probably a hot dog. But we'll see what happens with all that. Probably have some chips too. Tomorrow night for night 2. And then that's pretty much it after that. But anyway, right now, it is time for your NXT Stand and Deliver 2022 review. Alright, so Stand and Deliver happened about 5.5 hours ago on Peacock. And it was a pretty damn good show. Pretty damn good. Not great, but pretty damn good. Pretty good show. We had Tony D'Angelo and Tommaso Ciampa. The NXT World title being defended by Dolph Ziggler against Braun Breaker. The Women's Championship being defended by Mandy Rose, taking on Kaylee Ray, My Third Wife Io Shirai, and the Skater Girl, Corey Jade. We also had Walter taking on Eli Drake. That's not an insult. That's a fact of life. So we had that. The North American title, Fatal 5-Way, Santos Escobar, Carmelo Hayes, Solo Sikoa, Cameron Grimes, and Grayson Waller going for the North American title in a ladder match. And then for the tag team belts, a triple threat match between Imperium and MSK and the Creed brothers. And that's pretty much that. But like I said, great show. Let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time because we want to get ready for WrestleMania. And that's it. Alright, so we are, well, not live, but, so Stand and Deliver emanated from the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, where SmackDown was last night, and where Raw will be this Monday night, and where the Hall of Fame was last night as well. So our commentary team, well, on the main show of Vic Joseph and Bad News Wade Bennett. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. You haters. Bad news. You will all be taken to the Shadowland with my shillelagh. Yeah. Okay. Easy there, Wade. Anyway, so we got that. But on the pre-show, we had a pre-show match. And it would, it was basic, kickoff pre-show stuff. Talking about, WrestleMania. They're talking about the rest of the card and everything. So the kickoff team was Mackenzie Mitchell, Beth fucking Phoenix, and that bald idiot Sam Roberts talking all that crap and stuff. All right, so just talking about most of the matches on the main card and everything, blah blah blah. All right, then we go to the only pre-show match on the show. Pretty goddamn long match, so we're gonna go a little bit long on this video. Already at 45 minutes, so we're gonna go a little bit long. All right, so the pre-show match for the women's tag team belts, which was announced earlier in the week. We got Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan, and GC Jane, two nice hot pieces of ash. They defend against Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai, the reunited team, the first ever women's tag team champions of NXT. So we're gonna see what happens with this. It was a pretty decent match. It's also with JC Jane jumping Raquel to start. Raquel shows her off, then boots her off the apron, even where he didn't hit her, and JC Jane just fell off the ring. Dolan then attacks Raquel, but Raquel hits an alley-oop and slams Dolan down like a big basketball. Boing! Tags in Dakota Kai, who gets caught in a small package for a near fall. Then Dakota Kai comes back with a crucifix for another near fall. Gigi counters and they go back and forth with near falls. And then Gigi gets the advantage with an ankle pick, whatever that is. Then she moves into another bridging pin for a near fall. And Raquel tries to get the crowd that was in the American Airlines Center to wake up. I don't think they really gave two shits. So, really, she's trying to get, come on, let's go, wake up! And the crowd's like, fuck you! Leave me alone, I'm trying to drink a beer. I'm watching Peter Gilmore on YouTube, leave me alone. Probably. Anyway, so, we get that. The corner guy hits an avalanche to get out of trouble. Gets the hot tag to Raquel. Raquel comes in, tags Dakota back in. After keep shouting JC Jane, they hit an assisted torture rack slam. And Dakota Kai gets a near fall out of that. And then we get a blind tag from JC Jane. Shows Dakota Kai over. It's screaming like a banshee. Ah! You know. And then Gigi comes back in. Dakota Kai takes some tandem offense, double team to Dakota Kai. Then we get some Kawada kicks from Gigi, not very good. So you need to practice. Gigi-san, you need to practice the Kawada kick. Like Mr. Miyagi would say. But Dakota backs her off and starts kicking at her. JC Jane comes in to prevent the hot tag. So they're working on Dakota Kai, but she breaks free, tags in Raquel Gonzalez, but the referee didn't see it, and she has to stop the Latina princess, or whatever you want to call her, and hey, Chica, you stay out of the ring, ese! Mamacita, get out of the ring! So she was pissed off, and but referee's like, no, I didn't see the tag, but then the tag happens anyway. So that was pointless. Dakota Kai tags in Raquel. But Raquel comes in. She's a house of fire. Hits a twisting Vader bomb for a near fall. Then Snake Eyes to JC Jane. Tags in Dakota Kai. Who hits a top rope German suplex. And on JC Jane, Dolan has to make the save to retain the belts. Raquel gets caught in a kick from JC Jane, and then Dakota Kai with a pump kick to Gigi. And then her and JC Jane start going back at it, back and forth. Then we get stereo pump kicks, and both women are down. Not that the crowd woke up, but it is what it is. They start trading right hands. JC Jane lands a rolling elbow, and then tags out to Gigi. Got a couple of German suplexes for a near fall. Then JC Jane comes back in. They hit Toxic Shock on Dakota Kai, but she kicks out. Crowd is dead. For that. And then Wendy Choo Choo. Somebody found Wendy Choo Choo. So Wendy Choo 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 comes out in her pajamas and got her pillow back. So she distracts Gigi, which leads to Raquel booting her down to the floor. And then Wendy kind of threw her orange drink in Gigi's face after that. So there'll be something probably with them going into NXT this week. So that distraction led to Dakota Kai hitting the Scorpion Kick. Then a running Yakuza kick in the corner. Somebody's been watching my tapes. She tags in Raquel, who hits the Kinkana Bomb on JC Jane. 1, 2, 3. We have new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions for the second time. Raquel Gonzalez and her best friend Dakota Kai. So, well, it looks like Toxic Attraction is about to lose all the belts after 6 months of beating everybody up. So we'll have to see if Mandy can hold down the fort later on. And that's it. Alright, so congratulations to Raquel and Dakota Kai for winning the belts again. And we'll see who their next opponent may be. I'm thinking it may be Persia and Indy if they can get their hands off of their men, which I'll talk about in a minute. But other than that, there's really no women's tag teams they can face. Really nobody left. Or anybody, really. So, I guess they're going to just give them belts and then get rid of them. But, it is what it is. Alright, so I gave that match 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it for the pre-show. They talk about everything else and stuff like that. And then we start off the night with Santos Escobar and Grayson Waller heading to the ring. Santos with Legado del Fantasma. Elektra Lopez looking fine as fuck. That ish. And the Augusto Legado with Joaquin Wild and Raul Mendoza. Grayson Waller comes out with his big Indian nightmare Sangha. So that's going to start off the night. Then we see Cameron Grimes to the moon. And then Carmelo Hayes come out. Well, Solo Sikoa didn't get an entrance. Well, sucks to be you. So we get all that. So it is pretty much what it is, and that's that. All right, so we start off the night with our first match of the night for the North American title in a ladder match. Carmelo Hayes with his good buddy Trick Williams defending against Santos Escobar with Legado del Fantasma, Cameron Grimes, Grayson Waller with Sangha, and Solo Sikoa. This was epic. Great match to start the show, and as always, ladder matches are damn good in NXT. So, it is what it is. Alright, so it's also with Carmelo saying, I'm the A champion, I'm gonna kick all your asses. And everybody's like, well, fuck you! Start beating up on Carmelo a little bit. They toss him into the barricade. Grimes then avoids Escobar, laying some forearms. Hayes pushes Cameron off the top rope. Then tells Trick Williams to get a ladder, so we're starting to get out the hardwood. Or the hardware, I should say. Or the steel, whatever you want to call it. And then Legado gets in the way of that. I forgot what it was. Yeah, Legado gets in the way. Solo Sikoa squares up with Carmelo. He slaps Carmelo down a few times, misses a super kick, and takes a pump kick right in the mouth. Then Santos clotheslines Sikoa out of the ring. Then he gets in Carmelo's face. They go off the ropes, and Santos hits a drop kick. Cameron then trips up Escobar. Then he and Sikoa start beating the living shit out of Carmelo Hayes with a whole ton of strikes. While that's going on, Escobar's back in the ring, and we wind up with Grayson Waller and Escobar in the ring. They're looking at each other, and then Grayson's like, Sangha, give me Lanter! And then Santos like, Essay, give me ladder, essay. So they get the ladders and they try to go up, but they stop and then they start beating each other up for a little bit. And that's pretty much handle that. Well, we finally get somebody trying to go for the belt, which was Carmelo Hayes, the base diving or going for the belt. Well, he should have gone for the belt, but he decides to hit an Asai moonsault on Cameron. And then Waller heads into the ring, gets a ladder. He starts climbing, but then we see Solo Sikoa cut him off. Then we see a smaller ladder, which is a little bit too short to get the belt. That's that. Solo Sikoa gets a ladder, abuses Grayson Waller with that. Hayes then runs into the ladder as it's in the corner. Then Escobar uses another ladder to stack onto Hayes and Waller. And then Solo Sikoa has all of them lined up, hits the Uso hip attack onto the ladder and everybody in the corner. Ow! Ouch. Then he sets up the ladder, starts climbing, and then Cameron intercepts him, pulls him down. Then him and Sikoa start trading back and forth. Sikoa floors Cameron with a headbutt, but Cameron avoids a super kick, then hits one of his own. Now it looks like Cameron's about to go up the ladder and win the North American title, but gets stopped by Carmelo Hayes, who intercepts him with a kick. And then he grabs the ladder, tosses it into Cameron, and then super kicks the ladder. Damn, that's a lot of offense. Cameron fights back with an elbow. Then he hits Hayes with a ladder. And then Santos drop kicks the ladder into Cameron. And then drives the ladder into Cameron's nutsack. Oh! That had to hurt. And he drop kicks said ladder once again into the nuts of Cameron. Well, he ain't going to be having kids anytime soon. And then Waller and Escobar fight over the ladder. But Escobar is able to hit him with it. He looks to climb the ladder, then Waller comes back with a diamond cutter. Well, a sort of Gilmore cutter off the ladder. Oh, we haven't seen that before, have we? Sammy Guevara. Everybody's trying to steal from Sammy Guevara. But there's only one man who can actually hit a Gilmore cutter off the ladder perfectly. That's this guy. So we get that. So yeah, so we see it, the usual diamond cutter off the ladder. Not as great as Sammy did it, or not as great as I did it, but it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. Then we go in. We continue with the match. We see Grayson Waller and Elektra Lopez kind of get into it a little bit. I like that. But then she gets involved and dives onto Grayson, and as Sangha starts abusing everybody of Legado then Fantasma. Probably not the first time that Grayson's had a real woman on top of him. So we get that, and we keep going on. There's a lot more spots in this match that were just sick. Santos hits a sunset flip bomb onto the ladder, on Solo Sikoa, from the top of the ladder and onto another ladder in the corner. That was sick, and Santos' face was like, "Yes, I did that." Oh, yes, you did. That was sick. And then Sango's like does a sun chop onto breaks the ladder, and then he rips it apart like it was like a Japanese ladder or something like that. That was kind of scary. And everybody was like, "Ooh." Then we get that, and then then everybody starts ganging up on Sangha, and then they put two bridging ladders near the fans and almost hit like 5 fans in the first row. And then they kind of squash Sangha in between them. And then we get near the end, and where are we? And Grayson Waller has Carmelo on one of the ladders. He goes up onto the big ladder, and he goes up top, trying to emulate Jeff Hardy, dude, from the TLC matches. So he jumps off the top of the ladder, trying to go for a kind of Froggy Bowl-like elbow, misses completely as Trick Williams came from underneath the ladder and saved his buddy, and Grayson Waller went right through the ladder. And oh man, he looked like he broke his fucking elbow. Because he was down, and the ref was like, "Are you okay?" And I think they threw up the X symbol. So he has to have a broken elbow, or at least a shattered elbow, because he came down and like the way he hit that ladder, and like it looked like his arm just kind of like flimsy a little bit. It was like, ooh, nasty landing. Well, back in the ring, Carmelo climbs the ladder. Santos pulls him down, hits the Phantom Driver, and looked like he was about to win the title when the Cameron Grimes comes out of nowhere, hits the cave-in. Then he climbs the ladder. Nobody is in sight. He grabs the title, and he is the new North American champion. I'm glad that he won. I was hoping Carmelo would retain or Grayson Waller would get the belt, but I picked Grayson and win. But I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't surprised that they would go with Cameron. But Cameron wins. He does it for his dad, and that's pretty much it. So he has his sort of WrestleMania moment, and that's pretty much it. We got the Tribal Chief. He's here a little bit late, but it's fine. Nick Infante 92. He's here. Getting ready for WrestleMania Night 1. I don't know what panel he'll be on tonight. Or chat, probably be with Jordan. That's fine. I might be on, well, I don't know if Joe, Elite JC, is doing a reaction video. I have to check. But if he is, I will be on Elite JC's, on his chat while watching WrestleMania. Because I got nothing else to do. So, yeah, so WrestleMania is coming on in about an hour from now, an hour and 5 minutes away. So I'm going to get this done pretty quick and then get ready for WrestleMania. And that's pretty much it. And then later tonight on my new TGC Reborn channel, The Shadows Lair, we do episode number 2 with your Ring of Honor Super Card of Honor review. I was going to hold it back till tomorrow, but I want to save a lot. I have a lot of time tomorrow because basically WrestleMania doesn't start till 8 o'clock. So I'm going to watch the Met game for a little bit. Then I might come on with episode 3 of The Shadows Lair. So I'll come back, back to back. Well, not back to back because I did one on Friday night with the predictions videos. Well, Thursday night I think it was, with the predictions videos for Ring of Honor, NXT, and WrestleMania. So that was the first episode on Thursday night. So tonight will be episode 2. Tomorrow night will be episode 3. And then Tuesday night will be episode 4. So you get 4 episodes in the span of almost a week on the TGC. On the new channel. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Okay, Nick says J-Man is doing the live stream. Okay, I thought Joe Elite JC was doing his own reaction video. So we'll see what happens with that. But I mean, there's a lot of people going to be doing reaction videos tonight. Joe Cronin's doing one later. Well, not as it happens at 8 o'clock, but I think he's doing it a little bit later, maybe like in the middle of the card. So then he's going to go in from his reaction to his review, and then that'll be it. I know my good buddy Hugh Stevens doing a reaction video, so I might go on that one. Because I can't go on Jordan's, obviously, so. But I'll probably just watch Jordan's and thing, even though I can't chat, so. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to talk. I already talked enough today about NXT, so. But it is what it is. Alright, so about an hour and 3 minutes away. And that's it. As it's getting it's starting to get dark here in the Northeast. The sun's about to go down in about 20 minutes or so. But it's not going to be officially dark until about right near 8 o'clock. So as soon as WrestleMania starts, it'll be dark here in the Northeast. But in Dallas, the sun will probably be going down. So but we're going to get a whole ton of pyro tonight that we can see instead of not being able to see it in daylight. When that happened at WrestleMania 31. So, because most of the WrestleManias, by the time the beginning of the show started, you could see the pyro in the dark and all that shit. But we'll move on from there. And that's it. All right. So congratulations to Cameron Grimes to the moon. That's where he went. He went to the moon. And is the new North American champion. And we'll see what happens with that. he's got a lot of challengers coming his way. I think Carmelo will get a rematch. We got Tony D, Grayson Waller, Santos. That North American title division is pretty stacked, and we'll see what happens with that. But all in all, match was great. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. And the women's title, I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. The tag titles, I should say. And we'll move on. All right, after that, we get a video from, hey, my cousin, get in here, cousin, my paisan, Tony D'Angelo. My cousin, he gets you a pizza for $2 with an extra piece of chicken parmesan. How you doing, my cousin? Hey, I love you, cousin. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So we get all that. So we get a video from Tony promising that this will be Tommaso Ciampa's last match. Then they replayed the Ciampa promo from this past Tuesday, which was great. And that's it. We get that. All right. Then we see Tony D'Angelo arriving into the arena with his one of his friends, one of his paisans. I think his name is AJ Galante. From what Eric Lima said on the Elite JC reaction video. So, and it was AJ Galante, as I said in the chat, looks like the fat version of Vinny Vinny. Well, I forgot his last name. Well, Vinny from the Jersey Shore. Yeah, buddy, my buddy Vinny. So, all right. So Tony arrives in his car, and he goes to the ring with AJ Galante. And then after that, Tommaso Ciampa gets a huge video special, Tron, which basically was kind of emulating, looked like Elden Ring or something like that, with that guy in I don't know what it was. It looked like Shao Kahn for a second. You weak, pitiful fool. You suck. So he gets all that, and then he comes out, looking like $1 million. Doesn't come out to his NXT theme. After he went to the main roster, they changed it to the "No One Will Survive" song, which sucks. So then he goes over to Vic Joseph and Wade Barrett and gives him fist pumps. Then he grabs a water bottle and emulates Triple H doing the water spit thing, which was nice. Then he gets in the ring, does the HBK pose and everything, which I thought was nice, emulating DX and everything. Great way, because basically Hunter was basically his, no pun intended, dad, because he brought Ciampa and Gargano into the company, among others, Samoa Joe, Adam Cole, the Undisputed Era, Ember, Io, and everybody else, Shinsuke, Finn Balor, all those men and women that, most of them went to the main roster and then were pretty good, and then they got sent to catering and then released, and they're in different companies now, better off than they were now. So it kind of feels like, that Ciampa was gonna dedicate the match to Triple H and Shawn, and that's it. All right, so we get to the match. Match was pretty good. The type in the corner, Tony starts laying in some strikes. Then Ciampa just goes on a berserker barrage, if you will. Face buster, back heel kick, kind of circa Triple H. Then he gets a spine buster a la Triple H the game. Tony goes out of the ring. Then he goes back in the ring. Tony hits some stomps. Asks for Ciampa, stop it! About 4 times. No. And then he's kind of backs off a little bit. Then he starts beating him up. He's like, you like that? You like that? Huh? Dude, it's a mafia style. Kick your ass. Then he starts jaw-jacking with some members of the crowd. Ciampa goes back and woo! Chops him away. And lays in his own stomps. Then a running knee strike in the corner. Connects. And the crowd wants one more. So Ciampa obliges. Doesn't do one, but 2 more. Then he drags Tony out of the ring, tosses him into the ring steps, then hits another running knee before he's like, "Yeah, I did it myself!" which is funny every time he does that. Then Ciampa tries to pull up the padding around the ring, takes him a few times, and looked like it was about to be on Botchamania, which will probably still be on Botchamania. But finally, he gets the floor exposed. Then they go back in the ring. Tony hits a double leg and some ground and pound a little bit. Not really good punches, but it is what it is. Then he hits a suplex for a near fall. Then he goes to work on Ciampa for a while. And then Ciampa fights back with some strikes and a shoulder block, some clotheslines. Some in the corner, then a flying clothesline to put an exclamation point on that. Then Ciampa pulls down the knee pad. Tony avoids the knee strike, hits the Falcon Arrow for a near fall. Then he tries for the Fisherman's Suplex neckbreaker combo, his finisher. Ciampa avoids it. Goes for the fairy tale ending. Tony blocked it, but Ciampa then tries an air raid crash. Tony slips free, and they trade roll-ups for near falls. And then Tony gets a little bit pissed and starts yelling at everything. I lost my spot. Yeah. He starts talking again. Ciampa then beats him up, puts Tony on the top rope, chops him again, climbs up with him for a second rope air raid crash, but Tony fights free with elbows, shoves Ciampa down. He goes for a flying, basically looked like a clothesline or something or other, but runs into a jumping knee strike from Ciampa as both men go down. The crowd's going nuts. Then they get back up, starts trading back and forth. Ciampa hits a ripcord rolling elbow, then runs into a back elbow himself. Tony then pulls a crowbar out from underneath the ring steps. Goes to hit Ciampa. Ciampa avoids it, hits a knee, but as the referee gets rid of the crowbar, Tony hits a low blow right into the nuts of Ciampa. Then his twisting Fisherman's Buster hits. About to win the match, but he gets a near fall out of that. And Tony's not happy. He's like, "Hey, Paisan, that was 3 SA." Oh, not SA. Yeah, 3, Paisan. It's 3. You do what I say, or I send you to the Godfather. Whatever. So, starts yelling at everybody. He gets the crowbar again. He gets caught with the Willow's Bell as he's trying to get back in the ring. Then Ciampa hits the fairy tale ending on Tony. Looked like Ciampa was about to win, but Tony kicks out that too. And then Ciampa grabs the Hertz donut, whatever that is. Tony crawls to the ropes to break the hold. And then he rolls out of the ring. As the crowds go, "Johnny Wrestling!" Obviously, for Gargano. Then they go over to the exposed floor. Both men tease German suplexes, and then Tony wins the exchange with a DDT on the exposed floor, which knocks Ciampa out. He throws Ciampa back in, hits a simple fucking kick right to the head, and then he goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. My cousin Tony D'Angelo gets the win over Tommaso Ciampa in Ciampa's possible final match in NXT. So, match was alright. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. Afterwards, AJ Galante goes over to Tony and hugs him. "Hey, my Paisan, you did good, Paisan," And then they leave, and then Ciampa's in the ring. The crowd's chanting, "Thank you, Ciampa! NXT! NXT!" As Ciampa starts walking up the ramp, he gets near the, I thought it was going to be it, but then we hear the music go, "Behold the king! The king of kings, like, let me do my see rocket with you, cocaine, dude!" So, the game comes out. Shockingly, I was like, "What's the game?" So he comes out to Ciampa, gives him a hug and a kiss on the cheek, and some whispers in his ear, some stuff. Then he leaves. Ciampa is in tears for a little bit. I thought they were gonna kind of emulate the DX thing. Ciampa's playing HBK and Triple H's like, "Aah!" I thought they were gonna do that. I thought it was good, but maybe with Triple H's heart condition, I don't think Triple H would want to do that. But that's fine. So Ciampa's crying. There's no crying in wrestling. Come on. So Ciampa's Ciampa's crying. Then they share, while Triple H is hugging him and stuff. They share a moment. Trips goes to the back as Ciampa, looks at the crowd, and he's going to miss NXT because this is it for him. I mean, what else is there to do? He's been there for almost 7 goddamn years, and it looks like he's going to be on the main roster. Even though, he said in interviews, if I go to the main roster, I'm going to retire. So, I mean, he was on SmackDown in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. He obviously lost that. And he's been on Raw a couple of times by himself, and then with Braun Breaker, taking on the Dirty Dogs and everything like that. So, I don't know what is going to happen with Ciampa, if he's going to stay on the main roster and go through that grueling schedule and miss his baby, his wife and his baby girl, who's, a cutie patootie and everything. So, I really hope if he does go to the main roster, that WWE uses him correctly and just doesn't forget about him, and maybe Braun Breaker, who might be going to the main roster too, and along with EO. I just hope they use them correctly and just don't, give them a good push for 6 months, and then 6 months later they're in catering, they're not on TV like Xia Li and Aaliyah. And then next thing you know, they're on they get released and they go to AEW and become stars. Because Vince can't make stars anymore. But it is what it is. Alright, so all that, like I said, 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we go to the tag team titles. The triple threat match with Imperium. Fabian Aichner and Marcel Barthel taking on the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus. With Malcolm Bivens at ringside. And what the fuck were you wearing there, dude? And that's pretty much it. And they take on MSK, Wesley, and Nash Carter. This was a pretty good match. I'm not going to go into it because I want to get ready for WrestleMania. So I'm going to just paraphrase some of it. Some big spots here and there. Long as fuck match. We're going to get near the end, and Wesley and Marcel Barthel start fighting. Fabian Aichner and Nash Carter superplex Julius onto them as everybody's down in the ring. Brutus then climbs to the top rope, dives onto Marcel, Wes, and Carter on the floor. And then he sends Carter into the ring, tags in his brother Julius. As Nash Carter takes an assisted spine buster. But looked like they're about to win the titles, but Fabian Aichner pulls Julius off. Then a running attack from Marcel Barthel, and Julius knocked his head right off the ring steps. Ow. And then Brutus comes in. Excuse me. Fabian Aichner hoists him up for a power bomb, and Marcel hits him with an uppercut. So they hit the what do they call that move? Not the Tower of London, the European Bomb or something like that they call it. So they hit that. They look like they're about to retain the belts. Actually, sorry about that. Hoists him up, Marcel hits him with the uppercut, and Fabian Aichner powerbombs him on the floor. Ow! Well, back in the ring, MSK surprised Marcel Barthel on the rope with a Hurricane Rana into a sit-out powerbomb. No, it wasn't like gin and juice by a private party. But they hit that out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. We got new NXT Tag Team Champions for, I believe, the second time. MSK get the belts back. I don't know why they gave it to them and not the Creed brothers. Unless this whole thing with the Creed brothers finding a mystery team from the 718. That's New York, Brooklyn territory. So they might be doing something on NXT this Tuesday regarding that situation, and then MSK probably gets a rematch with Imperium. See what happens with them. But that's pretty much it. So match was alright. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on from there. Alright, after that we get a very brief, no pun intended, video of Nikita Lyons. And That's pretty much it. Just looking at Nikita Lyon's ass. That's pretty much it. Didn't need to say anything. Just look at her ass. That's it. All right, then we go to the back with Mackenzie Mitchell with a special interview with Cameron Grimes, the new North American champion. He says he's worked his ass off for 3 years. I didn't know he was in NXT for 3 years. Okay. He's worked his ass off for 3 years, and this is where he's always wanted to be. His dad told him he'd be a WWE superstar, and now he's more. He's a WWE champion. Well, technically NXT, but it is what it is. So, good promo from Cameron, and we'll see what happens. Tuesday night, I expect him probably to get a big celebration, and then maybe Carmelo comes out and ruins it. Probably leading into whatever is next for Cameron after that, but we'll see what happens with that. So, I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a video from early in the day. We see Joe Gacy and Harlan talking, probably outside the American Airlines Center. Gacy's wondering why only tragedy unites people. There has to be a better way, and it's his responsibility to unite people and helps everyone freely choose peace so we don't have to suffer loss or tragedy. Kind of sounds like it kind of feels like, I was like thinking like, is this a line from Beautiful Tragedy? Like, what the fuck's going on here? Not really, but I mean, loss and tragedy. I'm thinking of Beautiful Tragedy or somehow, but oh my good lord. But pretty good promo from Gacy and Harlan, just stood there like, I'm the white man nails. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars as well. And we'll move on from there. Alright, after that, we get a hype video for the women's title match. And we go right to it. This is match number 4, even though it's number 5 on your main card with the pre-show added in. Next match, Fatal 4-Way match for the NXT Women's title. Mandy Rose looking hot. Takes on my third wife, Io Shirai, also looking hot. Kaylee Ray and the skater girl herself, Cora Jade, who comes out first. And she had like a few skateboard people come out, and they're skateboarding down to the ring. She comes out, it's like, yeah! Like, gave you the evil eye. Corey J. She was a skater girl! See you later, girl! I'll be backstage after the match! Show. 20 years old, the chick is. 21 years old, I think, what Eric Lima said. I think she's about between 20 and 22. Cutie patootie. A little bit too young for me, but I don't care. She plays on her skateboard. She can skateboard on my dick for all I care. But it is what it is. Alright, so she comes out, and then Io, and then Kaylee Ray, and then Mandy comes out last because she's fucking hot. And then we get the traditional ring announcer, ring introductions by, what's her name, Andrea, or whatever her name is, blah, blah, blah. So everybody goes after Mandy to start. And then, Kaylee Ray and Io start attacking Cora Jade. Cora then takes double team kicks from them. Then Mandy pulls Cora out of the ring, so it's like, slaps her in the mouth, like, you suck! Get out of here! Then they start fighting, but Kaylee Ray and Io hit suicide dives onto them. And then Kaylee Ray starts working with Cora Jade while Io and Mandy go at it. And then Io and Kaylee Ray head back into the ring after disposing of them. They shake hands for a moment. Then they remember that it's a fatal 4-way. They start fighting. Kaylee Ray with a backslide for a near fall. She tries for the gory bomb. The KLR bomb. Io rolls through for a near fall. Then she tries for a tiger driver. I don't know what version, but Kaylee Ray flips free. Then they stand off, which is nice. Then a drop toe hold from Io circa 1905. Which leads her into the ropes. Goes for the 619. Kaylee Ray avoids it. Mandy pulls Io out of the ring. Then hits a right hand to Kaylee Ray. Katie Ray then starts kicking Mandy's legs as Cora Jade gets back in the ring. Then she hits a Luke Des press and starts to ground and pound, so cold style, you know. Mandy comes back with a very sloppy as fuck spine buster. You'll see that on Botchamania. Cora Jade. Katie Ray then gets tossed out of the ring onto Io. Ouch. Mandy then stops on Cora for a bit, tries a suplex, and then she hits the suplex, and then kind of like does some weird kind of sexual positioning. She's trying that on me sometime, but she gets a 2 count out of that. Just look weird. And then Katie Ray and Io are knocked off the apron by Mandy. Cora's able to send Mandy out of the ring, then hits a cannonball senton onto Mandy from the apron. Then Katie Ray hits a springboard dive onto Cora Jade, which Cora almost didn't even catch Katie Ray. That would have been really bad. Then Io heads up top and does her beautiful moonsault on the Katie Ray and almost shattered her freaking ankle on that. Because they did that and they flip off the freaking announce tables like right there. They could have moved it back a little bit or moved it on the other side where it used to be. Not on this side of the ring. It should be on this side of the ring. But it is what it is. So yeah, Io kind of banged her leg on that. Didn't look good. So they get back in the ring. Io's kind of limping a little bit. Her and Kaylee Ray then square off, but look at Io fought like a champ out of that. After that, she counters into a roll through into a victory roll, hits a double stomp, then goes to a 619. She hits it, goes up top, hits the missile drop kick, goes to the cover. Mandy breaks it up. Then she tosses Io out of the ring. Then she's like, I'm gonna steal the win. But she gets 2 on Kaylee Ray. Then Kaylee Ray grabs the Koji clutch on Samoa Joe. Io then gets Cora in a Texas cloverleaf and kind of, she turned her over and fell. I was like, oh, damn. Like, she could have really fucked Cora Jade's legs up. Oh. I mean, it's not Io's fault. I'm not going to put Io and say, oh, Io's a botch machine. Io doesn't botch. Especially in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I mean, she just turned her over and just like, oof. I just like, oh! I cringed at that for a second. I was like, oh, damn, Io, easy. And it looks like we're about to, one of them was about to tap, but neither tapped. Cora then winds up kicking Io onto Katie Ray to break up everything. And then Io with a Shote! Palm strike to Cora Jade. Katie Ray hits the good buster to Io. And then Mandy hits a sloppy looking spear. And then Cora hits a Hurricanrana onto Mandy. Then a drop kick to the knee. Ouch. And then she starts kind of moving her leg up a little bit. Because I think she was trying to sell the leg from before. And being in the, the cloverleaf and almost getting her leg broken. So she hits a double stomp onto the back of Mandy. Mandy then tries to avoid her, but Cora keeps tracking her down before Mandy sends her to the apron. Where Cora Jade hits Kaylee Ray with a Canadian Destroyer on the apron. Ow! I'm surprised that Kaylee Ray even got the move off, because, I mean, she flipped over and hit that, like, perfectly on the apron. I was, like, worried for her goddamn neck. Ugh. And then Io comes in with a 619 to Cora Jade's back. Then she goes up top, hits another dropkick to Mandy. Then she hits Meteora on Mandy. Then a bridging German suplex for a near fall. Mandy heads to the apron, and then she hangs up Io before slamming her into the ring post. Ow. Then Mandy goes up top. Io gets up. Shote! To Mandy. Then she climbs up to meet her on top. Io wants Spanish Fly. She hits it. Ooh, someone's been watching some Joe Maximo tapes. That's why I have them for EO. So, oh, thank you, Peter-san. Oh, no, thank you, EO. I love you, baby. Oh, okay, sorry. Later you can suck, you know, sushi later. Moving on now, I love you long time. EO. In the bedroom. We'll have sushi later. Don't make me call Mr. Miyamoto. No, please don't. I love you a long time. I'll be in the bedroom later. Okay. Go. Anyway. So, yeah, she hits Spanish Fly. Goes for the pin, but Cora Jade flies with a senton of her own to break it up. Then she hits a knee strike to Mandy. Let me just get my notes back. So she hits a knee strike to Mandy. She wants the Shiranui, whatever that is. She gets it. Then the Kenta Kobashi DDT hits on Mandy. Goes for the cover. Kaylee Ray breaks it up. Kaylee Ray then hits a headbutt. Then the KLR bomb. Alright, it looked like she should have pinned Cora Jade right there. She goes up top. Io shows her off the top to the floor. And Kaylee Ray crashes and burns. Io then goes up top. And hits the moonsault on Cora Jade. Look at him. She was about to win the title. But then Mandy gets up and hits Io with the Ripcord V trigger. And 1, 2, 3, Mandy retains after pinning Io. Damn! So, Mandy retains the belt. And it looks like this might probably be Io's final match in NXT. Possibly. I don't know what they're going to do with her, but a lot of rumors are saying that she's going to the main roster. Probably on the Raw roster for a little bit. Probably won't be used much. Then next thing you know, she's probably on a trip back to Japan with Asuka and hanging out with Kairi. But, you know, there are some rumors that Kairi Sane might be coming back to the WWE and forming, kind of reforming, you know, the little stable with her and Asuka and now Io. So we'll kind of get the Lotus Tribe back, if you will, which I would love. Bring the Black Lotus Tribe to fucking WWE. Put them on Raw. And then have either Io and Asuka win the women's tag team belts, or have the Kabuki Warriors reunite for the third time, and have you know, just Io either be by herself or be like a manager or something like that, and have Asuka and Io win the belts for the I believe the third or fourth time, the women's tag team belts, and then you can break them up a little bit, and then them going after the Raw Women's Championship. I don't care who wins that one. If it's Asuka, she holds it for like a year. If it's Kairi, she holds it for up to 6 months. And if it's Io, holds it for 2 years. One of them is going to become Raw Women's Champion probably by the end of this year. Or maybe early next year. I hope it's Io first, not Asuka. But, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But I would love for Kairi to come back and reform the Kabuki Warriors or reform the Sky Pirates. And one of those teams is going to win the women's tag team titles, and then they're going to eventually go after the Raw Women's Championship. And one out of the 3 women, they're going to win that. So probably be Asuka first, then maybe Kairi second, and then Io be the last one. But that might take Io 2 years. But then again, you know, who knows what they're going to do with them on the Raw or SmackDown roster? They'll push them for a little while, and then they're eating sushi and catering. Or in my house, but, you know, they'll never be seen. But it is what it is. Alright, so Mandy gets the win, and, match was alright. Gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and, that's it. And, we'll move on. Alright, about a half hour away from WrestleMania, so we're gonna quickly finish this up and, set up the streams. Set up the stream I'm gonna watch, actually, and then I'm gonna go on, somebody's stream. I might watch J-Man, but I'm not going to chat, obviously. Or I'll just find somewhere where I can chat. Because I want to talk about this goddamn pay-per-view and how much it's going to suck. But it is what it is. I would set up my own, but I'm not going to. That's it. Alright, Nick says, the weird thing is MTV is showing the Jackass movies, seeing that Knoxville is at Mania. Well, obviously. Obviously, they're showing Jackass 1, 2, 3, and forever. Why not? It's WrestleMania weekend, Johnny Knoxville's there, and he's going to beat Sami Zayn. but nobody cares. And it is what it is. Right. Nick then says, I remember seeing the trailer for Jackass the movie when I was going to see Austin Powers and Goldmember in theaters in 2002. The whole theater went nuts for Jackass the movie. Well, yeah, when Jackass the movie came out, the trailer was fucking funny as fuck. I mean, that was a great movie. The second one was even better. The third one was okay, but then Jackass Forever just, not as great as the originals. Because they're all older now. Bam Margera's dead. Or one of them died. I forgot who it was that died. And it was Bam Margera. But, yeah. Jackass number 4 wasn't even good. It should have made it. Should have never been made. And, that's pretty much it. But, yeah. That's all I gotta say about it. Austin Powers' Goldmember was okay. I love gold! Hi, Austin. My name is Fuck Me. Excuse me? And here's my sister. Fuck you. Watch your mouth. No. Fuck me? Fuck you. What do you mean? Then he finds his dad. Dad! Nick says, moly, 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 mole. 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 You know, Fred Savage being a mole and everything. That's funny. Not like how he did it to my brother. I almost killed my brother saying that. Because he's like, hey, Peter, what's the thing on your face? I was like, mole juice. And then he's laughing up a storm with his, his ex-wife back in the day. I almost killed both of them laughing. I swear to God, it's not even funny. Mole juice. It's so tasty. Ah. It is what it is. Nick says they went to Japan and Jackass the movie. Yeah, I remember that. I think it was Johnny Knoxville who was fighting some sumo guy and he got his ass handed to him. Like slapped right in the face and then she got Yokozuna, you know what I mean? You know, like just like this big fat sumo guy that freaking drops his weight on Johnny Knoxville and kills him and something like that. Yokozuna. It's nice that Taker mentioned Yokozuna and that whole what was that group he had, BLK I think it was called. You know, with the Godfather and Rikishi. Then he talked about Paul Bearer a little bit, and then Brian Crush Adams, which was heart wrenching. The whole speech was heart wrenching. I couldn't even contain my emotions, as you saw on my SmackDown Rampage video when I started. I was kind of emotional. I wasn't crying or anything, but I was about to. So, but yeah, like I said, I know Nick came in a little bit late when I was talking about it. That whole speech kind of like opened my eyes and kind of is making me, kind of reevaluate my life. His 3 mental things he was talking about: perception is reality, respect and everything, and then be content. So I'm gonna try to live the life of the Undertaker. I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna be perfect, but I never said it was perfect. But I'm gonna try to evaluate my life and try to get my life in order, because I've done things in the past that I regret, and things that I've done now I'm kind of regretting, except for certain things that Nick knows about, but that I will never regret. So. But other stuff I've done to this fucking website and in my life, I kind of regret some of them. But it is what it is. Like I said, I'm only human of flesh and blood, so. But hopefully, I'm going to start evaluating my life and thinking about what I want to do in the future. I got a decent job now. It's great. My music job and, and everything else. Making pretty decent money that you wish you had. Celebrating 14 years with the missus on Wednesday. I wish it was here, but she had to rush down to Baltimore. She had an emergency with her mom. Her mom's not doing so good. God forbid, hopefully nothing bad. I get a report back, that her mom died. Hopefully it happens after Easter, or not this year. Unless, I don't think, Rosa knows it's gonna happen, so she's already ready. But, you know, just 2 deaths in the span of 2 years. My brother from another mother, her brother, and now possibly her mom. So it's not gonna be a good late spring and summer if God forbid something happens to her mom, who's basically about to kick it. So I don't mean to say that in a bad way, but it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. But I mean, I have we have talked to her on Skype. She's in good spirits. She looks pretty good, but she's just she's got really bad dementia. She's just could be any day now that she goes. So give your thoughts and prayers to Rosa, and not now, but well, you could give your prayers to Rosa now, but but eventually when I'm not gonna say anything on Facebook or Twitter or anything or in Instagram, so I'm gonna keep that private. But I'm just saying that her mom's not in great health. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Because when my brother from another mother died, I didn't say anything for a whole year. I kept that private because of Rosa's sake. But then I eventually, came out with saying, because everybody was talking about it. What the hell is that? Like I said, it was just a collage for my brother. And then eventually, like a year later, like his 1 year anniversary of his death, I said, this is 1 year since my brother from another mother passed, and I had to explain how everything happened and everything. But I don't want to go into that. I really don't want to put Rose's personal life on YouTube and on social media, because she hates that, and she gets really, really, really mad about it. So, but yeah, just show your love and support for Rosa. The queen, the prophecy queen, and that's it. I know Lauren says she's the the queen, but you're princess number 2, because we got Savannah, of course. So you like the Disney princesses, like a 7 or 8 princesses in Disneyland, Disney lore or whatever. You could be like number 2 of the prophecy princess number 2. Then we got Savannah, of course, the princess of the prophecy, and Rosa's the queen, of course, because I'm the king. I mean, come on, I'm your tribal god. Okay, I take that back. Lauren, you can be the queen. Rosa's the goddess. I'm the god. Prince is the prince, and Savannah is the princess. You're the queen. Lauren's the queen, and Nick is the tribal chief. And that's it. And as far as Max Lethal goes, well, he can be the Duke, or we'll give him some type of title, and everybody else will just be our peasants. They worship us. That's pretty much it. And that's it. Yeah, but I'm not gonna say anything more about that regarding Rosa and everything else. So just want to keep that private. So respect our privacy. That's all I gotta say about that. And when the time does come, and I'm not gonna announce anything on social media if her something bad does happen to her mom. I'm not gonna say anything on social media. I'm not gonna say anything on YouTube or anything like that. I'm gonna keep that private for as long as maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe for a while, like a long time, like 3-4 years, and then anything like that. I mean, Rosa, I'm not gonna bring it up to Rosa, but I already did that with my brother from another mother. I kept it hidden. I wanted to say something. I mean, the day that when he died, I wanted to come on here and say, I'm not gonna be on here for like a few months because of my brother. And I wasn't really on YouTube much when he passed away. So, because it hurt me really bad. It still does to this day. I still think about him every day. So, just now been 2 years and going on 2 months now. So, it's gonna be hard, when it gets to like 5 years, 10 years, and everything like that. Especially with my grandparents, and everybody else has died in my life. I miss them. It's been 20, 30, 40 years for some of them. So, it sucks when somebody dies. Because then you go into the 1 year anniversary, the 2, 3, 10, 20, and you still think about them every day, you know. And I know when my parents die, it's going to be, you know, very emotional for me, especially my mom, and my dad too. So my parents go, it's going to be very emotional. I might take, well, I don't know, because, you know, they're in pretty decent health right now. So hopefully they, you know, I have another 10, maybe 15, at most 20 years left with them. But, you know, but eventually when they go, you know, I'll probably be in my 50s or closer to my 60s. I'll be retired, you know. You know, I'll be in Florida and everything, but every once in a while I'll come up to see them and everything. But, or maybe they come with me to Florida, or maybe I can get them to come, because they don't want to leave New York. I don't blame them, but, you know, I'd rather go to Florida. That's the retirement capital of the world, so we'll do that. But when my parents die, I'm going to be a very emotional wreck. Now, if I'm still on YouTube, God forbid, I'm probably going to take at least a few months off. Maybe a couple weeks to maybe a month or so off. Because I got to, you know, keep my emotions in check and not, like, try to kill myself or anything like that. So, you know, if you guys are still around, like Nick or Lauren and Prince and everybody else, so you guys are still with me in the next 5, 10, 15 years, you know, and then if I announce it on YouTube or announce it on social media, then as long as you give me my space and my privacy and just keep me in check, it's like, hey, how you doing? You okay? You know, don't kill yourself now. You know? But I know all the haters would love for me to do that. Well, fuck you, man. Fuck you and the horse you rode on. Even though you've been riding my horse for 13 years. And that's that. Alright, so let's quickly finish this up. And then we're going to go right into WrestleMania. And then we're going to go into some streams and all that shit. Alright, so Mandy Rose pins Io. Damn! So Mandy retains the belt. So at least Toxic Attraction doesn't lose all the belts. So they got the one main belt, and that's the Women's Championship. So Mandy retains. I think Io's going to go to the main roster. I was hoping she would stay in NXT and kind of finish off her time in NXT. And maybe like the last thing she does is that little feud that I thought was going to start with Zoe Stark. When Zoe started coming back, she would get jealous, like, hey, you team with Kaylee Ray. And then they have like a big time feud, and then Zoe Stark will win the feud, and Io gets sent to the main roster. But it looks like they're gonna send Io up to the main roster probably this week, or she may appear on Monday Night Raw this Monday night. Who knows? Same thing with Ciampa, baby Braun Breaker. We'll have to see on Monday and Friday night this week, and that's it. So, like I said, I gave the match 3.5 out of 5 stars. Pretty damn good. And Mandy retains, and who's next? I would think it would be Kaylee Ray. Or maybe they'll keep going with Kaylee Ray and Corey Jade going after her. But eventually she will lose, but I don't know who it might be to. I'm thinking it might be Kaylee Ray. I really don't think it's time for Corey Jade to get the belt. But then I could be wrong. And that's pretty much it. And that's it. Alright, then we get to, I don't know, what the fuck segment was this? We get the results of a poll about who's the hottest couple in NXT between Index and Dusha. That's Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis and Duke Hudson and Persia Pirotta. So we see them going into like a store, and they're dressing up in Dexter and Duke are dressing up in different cowboy stuff, cowboy outfits. And some of them, both of them don't like it. And then Persia likes one outfit, and then we see like Duke flexes his butt cheeks and stuff, probably making Persia wet in their panties. And we think Duke Hudson, what do you think? You're ravishing Rick Rude with your butt flexing and shit. Anyway, all right. Then Dexter comes out in a nice looking cowboy outfit, and Indy's like, oh, Dexter. Coming in her panties. Then we go to Mackenzie Mitchell in the back. She reveals the poll. Index wins by a landslide, 89% to 11%. And I'm like, Persia's like, this thing was rigged. Yeah, sure it was. Then they start bickering. blah blah blah, and then like Persia and Duke start making out. You know, I'm like, just go to the ring and fuck already. Good lord. Because you know they're gonna be a real life. They're probably a real life couple. I think both of them might be a real life couple. Couples, I should say, and then probably just banging each other left and right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, save it for the bedroom, not the WWE ring in front of kids and stuff like that. Daddy, what are they doing? Oh, they're wrestling, son. But they're kissing. They're not wrestling. What are they doing? I don't know. I don't know why they're kissing and wrestling at the same time, son. Cover your eyes, son. You want to see a booby? Ooh, booby. Alright, so they start bickering, and then Duke and Dexter start shoving each other, and then referees kind of break them up, and then, like, Persia gets involved, and then more referees come in, and I don't want to see this. They should have saved that for freaking, Tuesday night. Why was this on the pay-per-view? I know you had to fill their time, but, you know, it just... Ugh, makes me want to vomit. So I gave it 2 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we go to match number 5. Or, I don't know what number. I think it's number 5, number 6 on your scorecard. We had Walter taking on Eli Drake. And that's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. It was an okay match. Nothing great here. You know, Gunther doing the chops of doom. You know, Eli gave it his best shot. But in the end, we got another chop from Gunther. It just, it felt like a gun went off. He clotheslines Eli from the top rope into the ring. Then he goes up top. For some odd reason, he's going up top now. He goes up top, hits a top rope splash. Then he picks up Eli, who's basically done. Hits the powerbomb. 1, 2, 3. Gunta! Walter gets the win. And we'll see what happens with that. Who's his next opponent gonna be? I wouldn't be surprised if he goes right to the NXT World Title and wins it, and holds it for about 600 and some odd, or 800 and some odd days, like he held the NXT UK Championship. But we'll see what happens with that. So Walter wins. Match gave 3 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. All right, then before we get to the main event for the NXT World Heavyweight Championship, we see Braun Breaker. He comes out with a chainsaw and uses it to cut up some NXT foam letters that looked like they were old black and gold shit. He's like, new NXT 2.0, I'm Leatherface. Braun Breaker, you know? It was just horrible. His entrance was horrible. But then Dolph comes out with Bobby Roode. Alright, so we get to the main event. It was an okay main event. Horrible ending. Dolph, well, they went back and forth. Not 1, not 2, but 3 spears by Braun Breaker. Freaking Dolph sold them like a fucking champ. And he kicked out of all 3 of them. Even a Frankenstein off the top rope by Braun, you know, emulating, you know, his nephew, his uncle Scott, who should have had more time for this speech at the Hall of Fame. But it was great to see Scott there. You know, I never thought that we'd see Scott Steiner there. You know, after what he said in 2015, he got banned from the WWE, and then he said in 2020 that he would never want to be at the Hall of Fame. He doesn't want to be inducted or anything like that. But I think Vince and maybe Hunter kind of coerced him, and maybe, you know, Rick kind of coerced him, and it's like, hey, just, you know, do it, you know, let bygones be bygones and shit like that. And that's pretty much it. So it was a pretty good speech by the Steiners, good speech by Vader, and then I think a great one was the Shad Gaspar Warrior Award, where his son I think his son comes out, and then somebody else came out. I think Dana Brooke was there, and then I think it was Dana Brooke, because the freaking kid gets kissed right on the lips by this chick. I'm like, is that Dana Brooke? It's like, eesh, that kid's like 12 and he's getting that? He probably had a boner after that. Good lord. Well, I mean, if you have a boner getting kissed by Dana Brooke, I think there's something wrong with you, unless you're Jekyll Knight. Oh, whatever happened to Jekyll Knight? Did he just like fell off the face of the earth? But It is what it is. I know, that's pretty much it. It could be, well, at least, he got a nice kiss from Dana Brooke, and Mikey Mittens almost got fucking, he almost became a man because at ICW, GCW last night, well, not only did he get his ass kicked, he came out with his dad, Danny DeMonto, and he got hit in the head with a wiffle ball bat with thumbtacks on it. Then he got attacked by Azrael. And then the Sandman comes out to save them. Even though Casey Catal won the match, she was busted wide open, looked like a stuffed fucking pig on her period. Thanks to Brandon Kirk, I think was there too. But then the Sandman came out and saved them and everything. And then of all people, I didn't know I know she was still around, but I didn't think she was gonna be there. Kimona Wanalea gets in the ring. And, Sandman gives Mikey a beer. I mean, because he's of age, of course. He's 22, 23 years old. He's about to drink the beer, and then Kimona Wanalea comes from behind, grabs him by his big fucking ponytail hair, because he's got long hair, because he's got a big-ass beard, and he looks like a fucking hippie. So Kimona Wanalea, grabs him by his head. I thought she was gonna, grab him by the head and, start making out with him. And he freaking Mikey just, turns a little bit. And then Kimona Wanalea turns her back, and then Mikey's kind of trying to grab her ass. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that, Mikey. Did a good job. And then Kimona's like, don't touch my ass! And then she goes over to Mikey, and then she gets on the mic, and it says, I'm gonna make you a man. I'm like, Mikey's like, oh yes, oh yes. But knowing Mikey, nothing happened. So that's my client. She's mine, Mikey! Mine! You have to pay me for that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry there, Mikey. Kimona Wanalea is my bitch now. She was my bitch. You can't have her. You have to pay me, and you have to call Mr. Miyamoto, too. Or maybe I have to call the Sandman. I have to work something out with them. But Mikey had the time of his life. It's not even his birthday yet. So he gets to drink a beer with the Sandman, gets knocked in the head by his dad. That's not a nice way to treat your son there, Danny DeMonto. Yeah, I wish it was me. But, yeah, I wish it was me, getting, getting my hair pulled. I don't have much hair on my head, but, I'd love to get my hair pulled by a freaking Kimona Wanalea or a freaking EO. And then drinking a beer with freaking Kimona Wanalea, and then Kimona's like, I'm gonna make you a man. I'm like, you already did. What do you mean by that? We'll talk in the back. Bang in the ass, Make her, I'll make her Kimona Wanalea, you know what I mean? Yeah, but Mikey got lucky last night, not that kind of lucky, but you know what I mean. And, Kimona Wanalea basically looks like the Japanese version of Scarlet Bordeaux with that smoke hair, gray hair, whatever it is, white, silver hair. But, goddamn you, Mikey! Damn it, that's my bitch! It's my client! You stole her from me! Now you owe me! Next time I see Mikey Mittens, I'm gonna kick his ass. She stole my chick. Damn you! Mikey's not going to be at WOW, by the way, if you're asking Nick. He won't be there. He's going to be at he's got a whole he's got a whole list of things happening in May, so he won't be at WOW on May the 14th, so it sucks. Because I haven't seen Mikey since really March of 2020, so unless I can somehow go to GCW in Atlantic City if he picks me up and we can hang out and stuff like that. Or maybe I can get Brett from GCW to, we'll work something out, that I could do that. Hey, maybe I'll do something in December, right near my birthday. It's like, hey, Brett, can I come to GCW and, do what Mikey Mittens did? Can I get Kimona Wanalea to, tongue me down and give me a lap dance, a naked lap dance? Not in front of my girlfriend, of course. She'll be in the crowd. She'll be in the back. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm doing a spot. Are you gonna get hurt? No, don't worry about it. Just watch on the monitor.
What do you mean? Why is this Japanese chick sitting on your lap naked?
That was the spot. I thought you were gonna get hit. I thought you were gonna get hurt. Yeah, my dick got hurt. Ha ha! Nice Japanese from banging the ass and make her humble and smacking that ass. Good lord. And we have sushi later. No. After the match, we have sushi. Yeah, I'll have sushi later too. But anyway, we move on. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's finish this up. We've got 7 minutes to go. Yeah, back to the Dolph Ziggler Braun Breaker match. 3 freaking spears. He sold them like a champ. He hit Braun hit a Frankensteiner for a near fall. He hit the gorilla press into the power slam not once but twice, and Dolph kicked out. At one point, Bobby Roode pulled him out on the first one. Then the referee's like, "You're out of here." And then while the referee was taking care of Bobby Roode, Dolph took off the turnbuckle pad, which was used at the end of the match. And then after he hit the second one, Bobby Roode comes out again, pulls out Dolph Ziggler. It was like, and the referee's like, "What are you doing? I just kicked you out." I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be a DQ, right?" Wrong. Referee said, "I'll allow it." Like Mill's insane. I'll allow it. Let's get it on. Nope. So the match continues. And then Roode gets sent into the steps. Dolph hits the famouser, then the zigzag for a near fall. Dolph then goes up top, hits the elbow drop, not the Macho Man elbow, but he hits the elbow drop. Still can't bring Braun, so he's about to tune up the band, and Braun just standing there. Right before he was about to tune up the band, Braun is just standing there, like, "Oh, I'm waiting for a move here." We get a clothesline from Braun, then another spear, like I think it was like the 3rd or 4th spear. Then another military press slam. He goes for it. Dolph slips free and rakes the eyes, blinding Braun. Then he sends him into the exposed turnbuckle head first. Then he hits a super kick. 1, 2, 3. Dolph Ziggler retains the title over Braun Breaker. Match was alright. 3.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So Dolph retains. A lot of people say, "Why is he retaining? Why did he retain?" They had the whole thing with Scott Steiner and the Steiners. They should have gave it to Braun Breaker. It would have been a great WrestleMania moment. Don't talk to me. Talk to whoever decided to have Dolph Ziggler win the match. Probably was Vince or Bruce Pritchard or John Laurinaitis, But yeah, so it looks like Braun's gonna go to the main roster. Now who's gonna face Dolph now? Gunther's a heel. Walter's a heel. So yeah, if it's gonna be Walter, you gotta turn him face then. Which I don't think they're gonna do. So I mean, who's next for Dolph? Does Bobby Roode turn on him? Maybe we'll get glorious Bobby Roode back again. I mean, really, who could be next for Dolph? Anybody? Bueller? I really don't know who's next for Dolph. I guess we'll have to see on Tuesday. On a Tuesday, man, that's pretty much it. All right, so after the match, Dolph and Bobby Roode celebrated as the crowd just got the flames like fuck, And that's pretty much it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're 3 minutes away from WrestleMania, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for watching the video. I'll be back later tonight after WrestleMania with my Ring of Honor Super Card of Honor review, and then tomorrow we'll do episode 3 of the Shadows Lair. We'll just shoot the shit around 3, maybe 4 o'clock, between 3 and 5. We'll talk some wrestling news, some things coming out of WrestleMania, things coming out of Ring of Honor and AEW, maybe some ratings news. We'll see what happens during the afternoon on tomorrow. And then we'll go right into night 2 of WrestleMania. Then after WrestleMania night 2 goes off the air, probably about, I don't know, whatever time it goes off the air, probably 11, maybe 12 o'clock it goes off the air. So right after WrestleMania, probably I would hopefully say not too late. I would say between 12 and maybe 1:15, 1:30, hopefully not too late. We'll do your WrestleMania night 1 and 2 review right here on this very channel. So hit the bell, get notified, and all that other good shit. And that's it. All right, so I'd like to thank Nick and Lauren for the only ones in the chat. And to everybody else who watched, well, thank you for watching. Hope you smash that like button. And if not, well, fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it. So that's it. I'm going to go watch WrestleMania. Thanks for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cocoot. And hopefully you see Prince Idol signs. Subscribe to my channel. And my channels, I should say. And rock out with your cock out. And I gotta charge my phone because I'm about 15%. So I'm gonna do that right now while editing the video and watching WrestleMania. So that's pretty much it. So rock on, rock hard with your cocoot. And if you're not down with that, me, Nick, Lauren, Prince, and everybody else in the prophecy, which is the greatest thing since sliced bread, if you're not down with that, by now, you should know this by now, if you're not down with that, the prophecy, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's all I gotta say about that. Have a great time watching WrestleMania Night 1. It's gonna suck. And I'll see you guys later tonight. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace. Ha!